How do we stop feeling hopeless? How do we stop feeling hopeless? Big question mark. How do we stop feeling hopeless? Good question. So, my answer to this would be, first off, I'm really bloody sorry that you're feeling hopeless. That really sucks. So how do we stop feeling hopeless? So the main area here is we are seeing the world and feeling a particular way. Now, quick question. Can we control what the world gives to us? Can we control what happens in the world? Well, we can control a little bit, a tiny little bit, if we're being real, but the reality is that we control about 0% of what goes on in the world. We control nothing. We control next to nothing. All our control relies in ourselves. What we thinks, what we say, and what we do. So our actions, our words, and our thoughts. That's what we have control over. So that's what we can change, and that's the part of the answer of how we stop feeling hopeless. So number one, being aware that our control is here, not out there. Because believing it's out there, when we constantly are trying to control things that we aren't in charge of or have no business trying to control, because reality says that we can't control it, that is going to make us feel hopeless, because we're going to keep trying to control something that isn't something that we control. It's not within our locus of control. It's not within our ability to control it. So we do not control it. And understanding that and being aware of that is step number one. Awareness of awareness of control. Awareness of control. I apologise, it's terrible handwriting, there's not much I can do. So awareness of control, number one. Next thing we can look at is another aspect of awareness, so it's kind of connected to this, I guess, and that would be awareness of what we take notice of. So now we know we're not in control of that world out there, but we are in control of how we see it, and we are also in control of what we look for. Now, it turns out we process, if you were to turn the information that comes into our brain into bits of information like a computer gets, our brain takes in 11 million bits of information every second. Now, out of that 11 million, you'll never guess how many bits we actually take notice of, what our conscious mind takes notice of. 50. Maximum 50 bits per second out of the 11 million that come in. Now, out of that 11 million coming in, there's going to be a load there which will tell us information which builds up one story in our mind, and there'll be a lot of information there that will build up another story in our mind. Now, if we're looking for information, and to be fair, it's only going to be the stuff that we look for that we see, we're going to miss all the other information that will tell us a different story. So what we look for will define whether we are hopeless. So let's stop trying to control things that we can't control, because that will make us hopeless, and we'll be aware that we are in control of ourselves, and then be aware that what in the world that was feeding back to us that made us feel hopeless or was contributing to that feeling, a lot of that is because the responsibility lies with us, because we were looking for it. And so it's not to say that shit things and crazy things do not happen. It's not to say that terrible things and stressful things don't happen. But if we want to stop feeling hopeless when we're in that rut and we can't get out of it, then that is the way. Look for something else. Understand where our control is. This is the first step. The first step to stop feeling hopeless. That's for you. That's for you. That's for you. Thank you. See ya. Whoa! That's for you. I don't know if I recorded that. I hope I did. Anyway.